Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Tolu Ogunleye Aya Adewusi. It's always an amazing time when I get in the kitchen to share some amazing recipe with you. And today I am doing something really special. When we decided to change our diet in this family, we decided to go seafood. So today I'm gonna be making you a request of one of my followers. It is seafood boil, and this is Tolu style. Different cooks or caterers or chefs, they make their own seafood boil the way they feel comfortable with. I'm gonna be doing it Tolu Cooks way, and this is my own recipe. I know people do it differently, but I like to do it this way. So let me introduce you to the ingredients we're gonna be using for this seafood boil. So today, guys, for this seafood boil today, of course, we have the seafood here, and for the seafood we're using today, we're gonna be using some king crabs, some snow crab, some blue crabs, and some jumbo shrimp. This is all cleaned and ready to go. And this jumbo shrimp, I divine it and I take off the tail, so that's ready to go. And for our starch, I'm gonna be putting in some potatoes. I like to use some red skin potatoes, and I like to use the baby potatoes to give its variation in this seafood boil. I'm gonna be using some sausages. This one is a turkey and this one is the beef. I like variation in what I am doing. Of course, your girl like a lot of onions. We're gonna be putting in some onion in this seafood boil, and we're gonna be putting in some sweet corn. It's already clean, cut up, ready to go, and the almighty butter for us to have the fat in the seafood boil. This is actually according to how much you want to put in or you want to reduce. Then of course we're gonna be using in some garlic, in this seafood boil requires garlic. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grate this garlic for us. And before I come to the powder seasoning, for the fresh seasoning I'm using for the seafood boil, I'm gonna be using some rosemary, some thyme leaf, and some fresh parsley leaves. I'm gonna just put in the thyme leaf and the rosemary for me to cook it, and I'm gonna use the parsley. I'm gonna try and just finger pull it apart and put it in. And this is some lemon. Some people like to put lemon juice in their seafood boil. I do not like my food so lemonly, so I'm not gonna put the lemon. The lemon is gonna be afterwards. So we have that there. If you prefer to put your lemon in, you can toss it in and it all works together. So for this, I have a bunch of seasoning, guys. Let me introduce you to all this wonderful seasoning. I intentionally decided not to go with Old Bay seasoning, so this is me creating my own seasoning, and it's gonna be delicious. So for this, we have some chili powder, we have some paprika, we have some red crushed pepper, we have some cayenne pepper, we have some thyme leaf, of course some salt, we have some ginger powder, we have some Cajun seasoning, we have some onion powder, some curry powder, some bouillon, and some onion flakes. Guys, it's a lot, right? But it's gonna make it delicious. And to make it local, your girl is local now. I'm a Niger babe. I have to give it that local flavor. Guys, I have some Cray Fish powder. If you don't know where to get this, go to any African store next to you. Tell them that Tolu says you should go find Cray Fish powder. It has a very wonderful taste to your seafood boil. Guys, this is Tolu Cooks, and let the fun begin.
Tell me who you know, who plans better, that dream come true. Yeah. She not there disappoint.
Guys, the first thing we need to do with this seafood boil is to go ahead and wash our hands. And because this is seafood, you really need to be careful on how you handle your food. All the food is clean, is ready to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands, and we're gonna go to the stove to go make the sauce for the seafood boil. So for this, we're gonna go ahead and add our butter into the pan. So now we're trying to make the sauce for it first, because I'm gonna be baking this, so I really do not need to boil a whole bunch of water. So we're gonna let the butter start melting up. while it is doing that, you don't really have to sit down there and wait for the butter to melt first. I'm gonna go ahead, I like to use a lot of onions. I'm gonna go ahead and dump in my onions. There is no special way for you to say you're cooking this. It is just a whole bunch of stuff you're dumping in together. So we're gonna let that melt together. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add in my garlic. Our garlic is going in. This is all the seasoning. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it in. And we're gonna mix that well. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put in my crayfish powder. I'm using a whole lot. I have my thyme leaves, it's ready to go. I'm gonna put it in there, and my rosemary. I got out a bowl and I put my bag in it. The potatoes goes down in the bowl. The other potatoes, these potatoes actually cook really fast. So I had it in. This is my sweet corn. It goes down in the bowl. I'm gonna go ahead with my sausage. Then this is I'm just gonna sprinkle more of the Cajun seasoning. And these are my crabs. Go ahead and put in my lemon wedges. I actually started my oven. I set it at 400. We're gonna bake this in the oven for an hour. This is the sauce I was making on the stove. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the sauce all over this in the bag. I do not want to lose any part of it, so I'm gonna scrape it in. This is smelling so good in here. So with that, I'm gonna tie it up and I'm gonna shake up the bag and put it in my pan for it to bake in the oven. So let's get it ready to do that. And now we go to the oven. And we're gonna let it bake for an hour at 400. I went ahead and took out all the steam from the parsley and I finger pulled it apart. If you like, you can actually use the scissors to just give it a rough chop. It doesn't have to be anything smooth because we're gonna use this to garnish our seafood boil. And hopefully about now, our seafood should be getting ready in the oven. So And as you can hear, the oven is beeping. This food is ready. Make sure you use something so you don't burn yourself. Ooh la la! They're really, really hot. So be careful, guys. Ooh, look at that steam. Food makes me happy. See how beautiful that looks? That is our first bowl. So guys, this is ready. Dinner is served. And this seafood broth, you can always just have this with a garlic bread. I did not make garlic bread today. We just want to enjoy the seafood. Or you can just do some steamed white rice with it, or anything of your choice you can always combine this with. But if you want to keep it healthy and simple, just have it this way. It is yummy-licious, guys. Trust your girl when she says so. And with this seafood, but it has potatoes, it has corn, it has your crab, your snow crab, your king crab, your blue crab, some shrimps, a lot of flavor in this one dish. Tolu Cooks got you. If you want to give somebody a showstopper, this is the meal right there. It is beautiful, not crazily expensive, and very, very good for your body. Guys, it's always a wonderful time when I get in the kitchen to show you some of my amazing recipes. And today I'm happy that I'm able to fulfill one of my customers' requests for seafood boil. And remember to hold on to your faith. Remember to love your family. And never let go of those wonderful, beautiful friends. This is the tree of life. It keeps us going, it keeps us grounded, and it actually lets life has meaning. Always remember to love people, share the love. In this day and time, we need a lot of love, and food is another way of sharing love. When you share your meals with people, it shows them you love them. Be a blessing to somebody out there. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I will see you on the next episode of Tolu Cooks. Wow. I gotta try this for you, right? This is good. This is good. This is good. Let me try with the corn first. Actually, this is good.